When people ask me what machine they should get to start sharpening knives, I usually recommend the Ken Onion Knife Sharpener by Worksharp because of its versatility and how easy it is to start learning. It was the first machine I bought when I started sharpening knives 4 years ago, and it still has a place in my workflow today. The reason why this machine is so great to start learning how to sharpen knives is because of its angle guide. And maintaining a consistent angle is the reason why people are struggling to sharpen their knives. And I think Worksharp understands that better than any other company because they've integrated angle guides into almost all their products. Like, check out their honing rod. There's an angle guide here. So you can just lay the knife flat, but another video for another day. Props to their industrial designer because their solutions are pretty elegant. First, you have the platen. You rest your knife on here to calibrate yourself, then you maintain that angle as you move onto the belt. You have the option to use the top one too, which I think is a little bit closer, but use whatever is more comfortable for you. So as you develop the muscle memory, I'd recommend you start on the belt first, then you move onto the platen to correct yourself, and then you move back onto the belt. Eventually you can wean away from the platen, but it'll always be there to recalibrate your angles. Beautiful solution. Say you want a different angle. So normally you would adjust the angle that you hold the knife, but you spend all this time practicing and developing that muscle memory. No worries. The Ken Onion adjusts the angle of the belt to accommodate to you. So maybe you've become pretty proficient now. Maybe you're at a farmer's market, maybe you got some customers waiting for you. You don't have to rely on this platen every time if your angles are locked in. You can just go straight to the belt to save yourself some time, and when you do want to check up on your angles again, the angle guides are always there for you. So there's a reason why most professional knife sharpeners are using belt machines, and that's because of its versatility. Belts give you access to different materials and grits so that you only need one machine and you can just swap the belts out. You got a coarse grit belt to do major repairs like broken tips or chips, a super fine grit belt to do a mirror polish, and with a stropping belt you can explore different deburring compounds, whether it's a rouge or a diamond emulsion. But be warned, I've gone absolutely insane exploring all the different possibilities in the never-ending quest to get the sharpest knife. The Ken Onion is the only machine that I know of that has an adjustable tracking wheel. This will allow you to increase the slack in the belt, which creates a more convex edge, which favors durability. So that's great for things like axes, hunting knives, and cleavers. You also have 7 speed options. I usually do most of my work in the middle to high speeds, but if you're just starting out and you're worried about taking off too much metal, you can start really low just to minimize any mistakes that you make. There are some limitations with this. The biggest one for me being that it's small, which is good for portability, but because I'm sharpening 20 to 30 hours a week, I want to be standing in as much of a neutral position as possible. Because this is small, I'm gonna have to look down a little bit, which for you, it might not be a big deal if you're just sharpening your own knives or it's just a side job, but for me, it's my full-time job, and I went to physical therapy school, so I'm a little bit more sensitive to ergonomics and posture. So I'll make another video explaining how I use the Ken Onion and its place in my workflow, but hopefully this video gives you an idea of whether or not this machine is right for you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and thanks for watching.